I'd now like to talk a little bit about multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis comes in a couple different types. There is relapse and remit multiple sclerosis and also progressive multiple sclerosis, and there are mixtures of those two types. The idea is that the myelin sheath around the nerve protrusions can be degraded, and this can really be the cause of multiple sclerosis. Now, in theory, our oligodendrocytes are supposed to repair the myelin sheath constantly, but if there's injury to the oligodendrocytes, then this myelin sheath can wear away, causing nerve transmission not to work so well. Also in multiple sclerosis, very important is inflammation and activated microglial cells, sort of the police force of the brain. The blood-brain barrier can break down in multiple sclerosis. And if this happens, macrophages these are part of our immune system that engulf and kill cells, can enter the brain, and this is very much undesirable. Our best chance of reducing the physical disability that can happen with multiple sclerosis is to eat plenty of antioxidants, vegetables, fruits, beans, nuts, and seeds, especially berries. And supplements such as vitamin D, C, E, and carotenoids can also be used, as well as, of course, getting these from food. Reduction of meat and dairy products has been found to help with multiple sclerosis to reduce progression and attacks. Reducing inflammation with walnuts and ground flax, this is through their omega-3 content, which can be made into protective eicosanoids, reducing inflammation and pain. And physical exercise, like most of the neurodegenerative disorders, is also very helpful. Well, here's ginkgo. They used a standardized extract of ginkgo, which is what we use too in our clinical trial, 240 milligrams per day. And it helped a lot with fatigue and cognitive performance in multiple sclerosis. And 2 different randomized double-blind trials found this. Now, another study tried to use ginkgolide B extracted from ginkgo, but it didn't improve the condition. So you really need the whole extract. Have you heard of evening primrose oil? Randomized double-blind clinical trials use about 1.25 teaspoons of evening primrose oil a day. And part of evening primrose oil is gamma-linolenic acid. I don't know if you know this, but this is one of the few fatty acids that can be made into eicosanoids. And so they can really affect the brain. Clinical scores of multiple sclerosis improved. Normally they get worse over time. And manual dexterity was also improved. And this can be a big problem for walking and using the hands with multiple sclerosis. So evening primrose oil is reasonably safe. Panax Ginseng. In this case, they used tablets, 250 milligram tablets. Without adverse effects, they, of course, experienced reduced fatigue. That's the forte of Panax Ginseng. But it also helped their quality of life. This was over 12-week blinded randomized controlled trial. So if one of the problems with multiple sclerosis is exhaustion, fatigue, then this might help. Regular tea, black or green tea, is made from Camellia sinensis. And what they did is they extracted the epigallocatechin gallate from the green tea and then used this in this study. It improved muscle buildup. And muscle wasting is a problem in multiple sclerosis. So this is very good. They used 600 milligrams of this epigallocatechin gallate for 12 weeks, and it was randomized and double-blinded. And so something to think about if the caffeine is not going to bother you from drinking tea. Of course, you can always just take the epigallocatechin gallate, and that doesn't have caffeine. Chinese herbs for multiple sclerosis include dong quai, licorice, peony, rehmannia, and astragalus. And there are many formulas made from these that can be balanced to help reduce both relapse frequency and disability in multiple sclerosis.